Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a squad.
Hey, Brandon, you got, you gotta chill out with clap. You gotta chill out with clapping your cheeks over that, dog.
And the Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So the Duke Blue Devils offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
I mean, it only happened because I joined the Discord.
The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can do wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six.
Oh, my God.
I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
You know how Jordan had...
They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the
Jordan with the Father's Day thing.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went
for
it, attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. We had a barn burner the last time.
Don't say that to Jordan because he gets too excited over
anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Hey,
detail, and I think the sense
do y'all remember that time we was on Fortnite?
And I think managing
and Sean was on Fortnite. Remember he was spazzing on Jordan?
Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry.
Jordan was over here trying to use one of Sean's women's. Trying to have him promote his stuff. Yeah, Sean was going off.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out.
Oh, man, he was going off. Because at first, I thought he said something about a stud. I was like, who was he talking to?
Oh, it gives him the tough stiff
But then that's when we found out that he was talking to Jordan afterwards.
Before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard
he was going off.
First down. It's 2nd and 3.
He was spazzing on him.
He's looking to throw. fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in
Yeah,
there.
like he was trying to have
That
one of
is
Sean's
exactly
girls
what you're
like
looking
go
for
to
when you
whatever
talk
function he was at.
explosive plays.
They were
The
going,
defense
you know,
finally
be at next to
able
him,
to make
wear,
the
you
stop.
know, Jordan's
Now down to
DJ
the
Stutter
12-yard
apparel
line, it's first down.
and stuff like that.
He'll pull it on the read.
I'll
They
never
pick up
forget
half
that.
of it. It'll
Man,
be
Sean
second and
was
5.
spazzing on him.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Yeah, he was
Good throwing
all
catch.
from
Takes it
him.
down to the 5 as the offense
I
tries
would
to
never
cash
forget
in.
that day, 'cause that
Not a lot
was
of ground to
hilarious.
cover and not much to defend.
That
A
might have been
big
the same day
third
when
down
Sean
in the
got
red
pickaxed
zone.
to death.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Duke. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time moments and clutch plays. You know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this. It's like I'm watching what
Dang.
you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had
that's right. Is he on wrestling right now?
Screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen.
Oh, I bet.
Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release.
I know they
the ball
doing
to
the mess out of
running
him.
back. Playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they did force it.
You know what them fans gonna do, man. They will sit here and literally, like, if they really behind Jey Uso, they will boo the mess out of, they'll boo the mess out of Gunther just to get the belt back on Jey. I hope they do.
This offense has a second down play. Back to pass, it's Pitts. Setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's gotta be
We're through one.
I think
and
SummerSlam
what
is
a
August.
back and forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Feel the rain on your skin.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
I'm trying to.
It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
I'm trying to think. Did you really have to play Queen's Blood?
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
4th and goal from the 2.
I can't remember if you actually have to play Queensboro.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he will take it in. Touchdown.
You might have to. I don't know. All I know is, I beat Queens. I beat everybody. All the NPCs in Queens. Like I said, it got easy for me, but like that last person you faced beat me all the way up. But I got lucky at beating them. Like literally, when I mean I got lucky, I got lucky. They had like the fakest car. Final Fantasy 7.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long
and it's so unnecessary.
Need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need
and when I mean it's unnecessary, I mean it's super unnecessary because it's like this doesn't do anything,
Yeah, this is the definition of
story related.
It's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The play action fake. Quickly complete.
That's all I can say. All right, dog. That's all I can say, man. It's like, I hate when games do that, when they make you do things not related to the story. Mom, what's the word, player?
Takes a hit as he fires. Quick completion on the out route. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Bulls his way forward. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
Time drinking, smoking, thinking, trying to free my mind.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
How about this young fella? He's slinging the field, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
As soon as I seen when I wanted them to press, and I saw my DB didn't want to do it.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And
yeah, you see they doing Coach Dr.Umar bogus,
on 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy,
they don't want to promote his book or his school, man. USC, man, they looking too good right now.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That's a really good stop.
I don't know, man. Coach Umar, he's upset right
giving
now,
up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays.
There's rumors going around that he might be looking elsewhere.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this setter down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the head,
right over here in the bathroom, in the bag.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air, using the quick game.
And that plastic bag.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And I love that this offense stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half.
I don't know why I thought it was
maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
You know, if it ain't Jacksonville State,
man. On first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So his first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here comes the offense on first down. Scanning the field, it's Pitts.
I did not see him
set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Stevens. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field.
And he just thought that was so cool, too. You can just tell how he thought that was cool.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Who knows? Yo.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left.
Oh, my God.
Downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
You see my man's Obi Toppin win a championship, man.
Off the RPO complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
He's low-key one of my favorite players in the league, man. Just because he was doing a between-the-leg dunk for no reason.
From the red zone, looking for a man.
I love it, man. I love it. When he was in dunk contest, I was like, I watch, I bet you every dunk he do be between the legs. I think Ryan was like, he did almost every dunk between the legs except like 2.
Because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times.
I loved it. Because I said every time it's like we see him, he literally does the same dunk.
Guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like that.
Dog. He did the East Bay when they were down. That's what I knew. I said I love it. I love it.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
I said at this point, man,
cash it in on 1st and
goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Duke! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one.
Always the East Band. I love it. I want him to keep doing it.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead.
Look. He done did it with just one dribble. I said, this guy. I love it. I said, yes.
Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Bro, you watched Ryan's game earlier today?
Big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10.
Bro, this man Ryan with this option play, man, that is his go-to play of the year.
Give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important.
Every time he get a first down. Every time.
When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking for a man. It's Pitts. Finds a spot in the middle.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you got a guy like that working for you in the slot.
Man, I was watching it. I said, oh, this is go-to player of the year. He done figured something out.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
I saw that Final Destination.
For a nice game.
It's so important this offense is able to
Final
get this guy
Destination.
the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play.
It was decent, man. I mean, you know, once you see,
outside
Final Destination, you kind of seen it all.
That's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And they'll stop him
It
after
was
a
decent,
minimal
though, man.
pickup.
It was probably like one death in the movie that I was kind of shocked that. I can't even say it was a death. I was just shocked that he actually survived.
Receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys.
But other than that, like I said, I mean, once you see,
their hands in the passing game.
First couple of Final Destination movies, I mean, it's the same storyline.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this,
you know, somebody, I can see death, and then you
might as well start here in the 4th quarter.
The whole thing where you trying to.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They want to just keep throwing it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt.
Yeah, like I said, once you've
We
seen.
check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on,
It's still the same storyline. I mean, it was decent to go see, but it wasn't something that I'd be like, yo, you gotta see it.
NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 35 to Clemson. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in
and the only way I could be different is that let's just say the storyline's just like, oh, they don't know, you know, what's going to happen next.
Down from the 43.
Literally, that's the only way you can change the storyline. Other than that, it's literally all the same. Where it's like one person, you know,
snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive.
The pattern or whatever.
You're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After Taking another look just to confirm everything. The officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Now, I will say that they did pay homage.
Still, you'd love to see that ball just go into the stands and go incomplete. If no one's open in
The
this
truck
area,
with the law. You know they had to throw that in
Makes the
there.
grab on the left. And he cruises.
So you know they
his way to the
listening.
house.
They know that's the most
Blue Devils.
talked about scene.
A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little...
Looking for a deep man. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Nope.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Barges ahead. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack.
Help me hold my shopper, Lord.
He wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back.
What you talking about? Oh, you talking about mine's
Not
eye?
a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
How was it,
Small game,
man?
I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The back goes in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The give to the back.
Oh,
and the defense makes a stop after a minimal gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Pitts. He uncorks.
Oh, what's the flag on?
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together
they ain't trying to see me
and
be
score
great,
again.
man. I done tossed a touchdown
pass.
pass.
Got on 2nd
But
down.
now my people want to sit here and hold.
He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen.
Get him.
At the 35, he's loose.
Oh, that's weak.
And he's dragged down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. He's going to pass.
Oh, that's weak.
He was hit just as he released it.
Now they don't want to let me be great, man.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Looking to throw for it. He's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, North Carolina! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.